With exams out of the way and a 3-month summer on the horizon, I'm back on the bank to kickstart my early angling career, and today we're at Summerhayes Fisheries. 48 hours, one lake, one goal, and my first Somerset 20. Although I had arrived a bit later than I wanted, there was still plenty of fish showing around. I decided on peg 3 because it had the most shows and the best spots, including the lily pads, the islands, the trees, and the cool open water for the early morning carp. Within the first 45 minutes of arriving and setting up all my gear, my first rod finally went off. And just like that, I had already bagged my first carp for 48 hours. And before tending to the carp to get photos, I decided it would be worth making a couple of solid bags, throwing them straight back out, waiting for another bite while I got photos of the current carp.
Completed rig ready to go out again. There we are. First carp of Summerhayes Fishery. About 12 pounds. I absolutely love that fight. Just solid bag in the margins.
With that carp released, it was back to throwing out rods and baiting up. This was no regular session. A heatwave had suddenly come across the UK, and it hit hard, especially in Somerset where I was fishing.
Mental. A storm has suddenly rocked up and wind is blowing everywhere. I'm dry though, I just don't know if my bivvy's going to hold down. The pegs seem to be alright in place, it's just there's a lot of heavy wind coming.
I've heard bad things about the Westlake particle, but honestly, since it survived that, I gave it a good review. And if you're looking for a new bivvy, I would probably buy the Westlake particle 2-man. Later on into the evening, the storm began to settle, so I opened back up, got my cooking gear out and started making dinner. Not very much footage could be obtained during the day, as the heatwave made it impossible to get any bites or any carp. Sadly, I didn't get any footage of the second carp's take.
So while in the storm I actually have lost my mat and everything, there is wet grass. So we should be good. There we go. Second fish from Summerhayes Fisheries. Lovely. Small, maybe 7, 6, 7, 8 pound carp, probably. We'll weigh him and then we'll get him back. Lovely.
And here is a couple little cinematic shots which I thought would be quite nice.
Getting back. So, annoyingly, I was literally just finishing making my coffee. I just sat down, just started drinking it, and suddenly the alarm screamed off. So I had no time to hit record on my second tripod here with my other phone. So I just had to go ahead and land it. But yeah, so that was about, what, 7 or 8 pounds. Pretty nice common, but I really want to get a 20. I really want to get a 20 for once. I reckon the best way to keep them on the spot would just be to carry on throwing out the sweet corn, crushed boilie and hemp mix I have, which I'm running really low on, so we might as well make some more after we throw a bit more out. But yeah, I'm just throwing that on top of the solid bags, and normally I can't get it out all the way without it just exploding all over me when I'm trying to fire it out in a catapult. So I might invest in a bait boat at some point. That would be a good idea.
Just for context, during that storm my mat and my bucket both flew away. Luckily my mat was found in the morning, later that evening, but the bucket, I'm guessing it blew away and sunk.
What's really funny is that I'm literally staring at my mat floating on the opposite bank to me right now. That's cool, but my bucket cost like 20 quid. It was like a Fox Carp Master, which I mean, it definitely blew away, but, well, it's a bucket, so it's brought on water and sunk, hasn't it? But yeah, I see my mat. I'm going to wait for it to float into the corner.
As the sun began to set, I tucked up away inside my bivvy, waiting for overnight bites. And boy was it busy that morning. Although that morning I didn't get any of the takes on camera, I had 3 total takes, 1 on each rod. But sadly I lost one, which dove into the lily pads and dropped my hook, another one which came in and flicked off just before the net, which seemed to be a lovely little leather carp, and the third one was a bream, and as I pulled into it and it came close to me, it flicked its head and came straight off. So sadly that morning I missed the entirety of the early morning bite time, meaning I'd have to wait almost 12 hours until it was time for the fish to start biting again. So it's been quite a while since it's been very hot. I haven't really been able to do anything, haven't really caught anything. I lost 3 last night. I lost a little leather this morning, about 4 o'clock. But yeah, I'm putting 2 solid bags on one spot, not too far off each other, and I just got a really good bite, but turns out it was a bream. So when I pulled into it, bream popped up and then just popped right off. So I quickly just remade my solid bag, sent it back out. I'm gonna make up a spare one in a minute. Luckily that evening I was granted with another little carp.
Solid bag, right? I got thrown out about 5-10 minutes ago onto the reeds, which I've just been feeding sweet corn, hemp, and crushed boilie, and that's produced my first carp of the day, number 3 for episode 2 of the Somerset campaign. There we go. Bubbles. Just put it back. I'm not gonna weigh him.
I'm going to do is getting back and get a solid bag, go right back out again.
And indeed I did. I threw together one more solid bag, threw it back in the margin, and then suddenly... And just like that, I'd secured the biggest carp of the session so far.
Big, he's huge. He's my biggest. It's incredible.
There we go. Another one of the evening at Summerhayes Fisheries. Solid bags in the margins. He is lovely. Look at that. Just getting back in the net, then we'll weigh him.
On my current digital scales, this one came out to about £12 2 ounce. I feel this is completely wrong because I tested my digital scales to my new Fox style scales and they were consistently misreading and changing the same amount of weight that I was putting on it. So they could have been a lot bigger than I thought, potentially a new PB, but well, I'll never know. And soon enough, the light settled and it was time to get tucked back into my bivvy for another night. At about midnight, I woke up to a couple of little beeps going off from my middle rod going towards the end island. I picked it up but felt nothing. After waking up I thought that was it. No more fish, no more bites. I'd got to pack up soon anyway and go home. Oh, but I was wrong. There was still plenty of time to catch the biggest of the session.
Yes.
And just like that, the biggest of the session had been caught, weighing in at £14 4 ounces on my digital scales. What's really funny, I have an anchor's problem, and that's that my brewer's gone cold. But for me that's technically a good thing, because I'm catching quite a lot. But yeah, my brewer's gone completely cold. I gotta make a new one. I've had a couple more bites up by the islands, so hopefully we should be able to snag another one. If not, I'm still happy I've caught 5 or 6 this session, the biggest being 14 pound, 4 ounces, and that's plenty for me.
It was down to the last hour, and then suddenly my alarm screamed off to the last small carp.
And there we go, a small carp to end the session. Although the 20-pound milestone wasn't reached, unlike the other anglers on the lake, I managed to catch during a heatwave which should be deemed impossible. Here lies the story of my first attempt at a 20. Thank you for watching.